Traveling after 60 shouldn't feel like a chore. It should feel like the reward it is. But let's face it, airlines don't exactly roll out the red carpet for seniors unless you know what to ask for. From free seat upgrades to hidden airport perks, there are travel hacks out there that airlines quietly hope you never discover. Airlines are keeping secrets. And if you're over 60, you're missing out on free upgrades, hidden discounts, early boarding privileges, and even lounge access you don't have to pay for. Why? Because they're not legally required to tell you. But today, we're breaking that silence. These are the 20 senior travel hacks airlines really don't want you to know. And once you do, you'll never fly the same way again. 1. Secret senior discounts on airfare. Yes, senior discounts still exist if you know where to look. Major airlines like Delta, United, and American Airlines quietly offer airfare discounts to seniors. These discounts usually range from 5% to 25%, and sometimes even more on select international flights. You won't find these discounts on travel websites like Expedia or Google Flights. You usually have to book directly with the airline, either by calling their customer service line or using the airline's website with the right search filters. Delta sometimes offers senior pricing if you use the senior search option or call in directly. United may offer up to 25% off to Latin American destinations, but again, only through direct booking. American Airlines has similar deals, but if you try to book through a third-party site, the discount disappears. So, what should you do? Always book directly through the airline's website or by calling their customer service. Say, "Do you have a senior fare for this flight?" That one sentence could save you hundreds of dollars. Second, airlines offering 55 for 55 deal. Some budget airlines occasionally offer special senior promotions like 55 for 55, where travelers aged 55 and older can get up to 55% off airfare. These deals usually pop up around major holidays or seasonal events, but they're not always advertised publicly. You won't find them on big travel blogs or flashy commercials. To access them, you typically need a promo code and must book directly through the airline's official website. You have to stay alert. Check the airline's promotions or deals page regularly, especially around Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Independence Day. For extra advantage, sign up for email alerts or fare notifications. That way, you'll be one of the first to know when the discount drops. If you time it right, you can lock in flights at half the cost, while most other travelers miss the offer entirely. Third, Silver Wings Plus Club. This one's for seasoned travelers who used to fly often. Years ago, some airlines offered senior clubs or exclusive programs that included discounts, priority boarding, and other perks. And while many of these programs no longer accept new members, lifetime memberships still exist. If you or a family member joined one of these clubs in the past, you might still be eligible for hidden benefits, like lower fares or special treatment at check-in. These memberships can stay active even if they haven't been used in years. It's worth calling the airline's customer service line and asking if any legacy memberships are tied to your name or email. You might uncover travel perks from decades ago that newer passengers can't access today, all just by asking the right question. 4. Easier TSA screening for seniors over 75. Airport security can be stressful, but if you're 75 or older, the TSA gives you special treatment. You just have to ask. Here's what you can request at the security checkpoint. Keep your shoes and light jacket on. Walk through the metal detector a second time instead of getting a pat-down. Ask to stay seated during additional screening. Let TSA know about medical devices or special conditions in advance. These are official TSA policies, but they're not promoted. Most travelers don't know about them, and TSA staff won't mention it unless you ask. When you reach the checkpoint, simply say, "I'm over 75. Can I use the senior screening options?" That alone can make the entire security process easier and more comfortable. 5. TSA Cares. Free VIP-style help at the airport. This is one of the best-kept secrets in air travel. TSA Cares is a free service from the TSA for travelers with medical conditions, disabilities, or age-related needs. If you're over 70 and want extra help during the airport process, You can request a passenger support specialist to assist you through every step, from check-in to security and even to the gate. All you have to do is call 1-855-787-2227 at least 72 hours before your flight. You can also sign up online at the TSA Cares website. This is perfect if you are traveling alone, have memory concerns, get anxious in crowds, need extra time or support at checkpoints. It's completely free, and it feels like having a personal airport assistant. Most travelers have never heard of this program. Now you have. 6. Free wheelchair and escort assistance. Some airports feel like walking a mile just to get to your gate. But if you're over 70, you don't need to do it alone. Thanks to the Air Carrier Access Act, all U.S. airlines are legally required to provide wheelchair service and escort help at no cost. That means someone will help you get through security, guide you to your gate, and even help you board the plane. You can also request help at your destination, like getting from the gate to baggage claim or to your ride. To use this service, just request a wheelchair. During booking, during online check-in, or ask at the terminal counter. Don't feel embarrassed or shy. This is your right, and it can make your travel day much easier and safer. 7. Priority pre-boarding for seniors. Wouldn't it be nice to skip the crowd and board the plane calmly? If you're over 70 and need extra time to get to your seat, you can pre-board before general boarding. You don't need a doctor's note or proof of age. Just tell the gate agent, "I need a little extra time to board due to age." That's it. You'll be allowed to board early, find your seat comfortably, and get first pick of the overhead space. It's an easy perk. Just remember to ask. 8. Free travel for medical and mobility devices. Did you know that you can bring mobility and medical items for free, and they don't count toward your baggage limit? This includes canes, walkers, or wheelchairs, CPAP machines, oxygen tanks, other medical equipment. Even if you don't use the item full-time, you can still bring it. Need a wheelchair only for long distances? That qualifies. Use a CPAP only at night? It's still allowed. If you have a battery-operated device, just let the airline know in advance. And remember, you can also request that your wheelchair be returned to the plane door after landing. 9. Baggage help at the airport. If you're over 70, one of the biggest challenges at the airport can be handling your luggage. From lifting bags into overhead bins to navigating crowded terminals with rolling suitcases, it's a lot, especially for those dealing with arthritis, back pain, or reduced strength. The good news? You're entitled to help, and it's completely free. Most travelers don't realize this, but airline staff are trained and required to assist passengers who ask for help. If you're checking in and find your bag too heavy to lift, let a staff member know. They can assist with checking your bags at the counter, wheeling your carry-on through security, if you're receiving assistance, lifting your bag into the overhead compartment once you board. This isn't a premium service or a favor. They're trained to do it, and it's part of your passenger rights. If you feel hesitant about asking, don't be. Just say, "I'm a senior, and I could use a little help with my bag." You'll usually find the staff more than willing to assist. And here's another important point. There's no extra fee, and tipping is not required. These services are built into the airline's customer care protocols. Whether you're traveling alone or with a companion, don't strain yourself or risk injury. Simply ask, and you'll get the support you need. 10th, airport lounge discounts and access. You may think airport lounges are reserved for business travelers in suits or first-class passengers. But if you're over 70, there are actually several ways to gain access, sometimes for free or at a steep discount. Check if your credit card includes lounge access. Many travel-focused cards, even basic ones geared toward seniors or AARP members, offer complimentary or discounted entry into lounges like Priority Pass or airline-branded clubs. If you're unsure, call your card provider or check their online benefits. Frequent flyer programs often reward long-time loyalty with free or one-time lounge passes. If you've been flying with one airline for years, you might already have earned access without even realizing it. If you've requested wheelchair or mobility assistance, you may be escorted to a lounge to wait comfortably for your flight, especially in larger international airports. This isn't guaranteed, but it happens more often than you'd think, especially when there's a long wait before boarding. Lounges provide clean restrooms, quiet seating, complimentary snacks and drinks, and a calm escape from noisy terminals. So next time you're at the airport, just ask, "Do I qualify for lounge access today?" You might be pleasantly surprised. 11th, companion discounts for senior couples. If you and your spouse or partner like to travel together, this tip could save you a lot. Airlines like Alaska Airlines sometimes run companion fare promotions, where the second person travels for just taxes and fees. These deals often appear on official airline websites, usually under special promotions, and may require a specific credit card or loyalty program. Always check your airline's Deals or Offers tab before booking. Even if it's not labeled as a senior deal, many of these promotions are open to older travelers as long as you meet the basic rules. 12th, request bulkhead or aisle seating for free. As you get older, comfort becomes more than just a preference. It's a necessity. One of the most effective ways to ensure a more comfortable flight is by securing either a bulkhead seat or an aisle seat. And here's the good news. You might not have to pay extra for it. When you book your ticket online, airlines often list these seats as premium and attach a fee, sometimes as high as $60 to $150. But what many travelers over 70 don't realize is that these same seats are often reserved for passengers with mobility or medical needs. All you need to do is call the airline directly after booking and explain your situation. Let them know you're a senior and, if applicable, mention any leg or back issues, balance problems, or recent surgeries. Airlines tend to be surprisingly accommodating in these cases. Bulkhead seats are located at the front of each section of the aircraft, which offers more legroom and no seat directly in front of you. That means fewer people walking past, quicker access to restrooms, and faster deplaning once you land. A huge plus if you want to avoid the slow shuffle toward the exit. Meanwhile, aisle seats provide more space to stretch and easier access to get up and move during the flight, something that's essential for good circulation and avoiding stiffness. 13. Use senior-friendly travel booking services. Navigating flights, hotels, and rental cars can be overwhelming, especially with all the online comparison sites and confusing deals. That's where senior-friendly travel platforms come in. Websites like AARP Travel, Road Scholar, and Travel with Seniors are built with older adults in mind. These services take the stress out of planning by offering packages specifically tailored to your pace, preferences, and needs. Whether you're looking for a relaxing beach trip, a historical tour, or a cultural experience, these platforms provide curated itineraries that skip the rushed schedules and offer more comfort and personal support. Even better, many of them include exclusive discounts for hotels, flights, and cruises that you won't find on mainstream sites. Some packages even bundle in travel insurance or built-in medical support. For instance, Road Scholar trips often include trip leaders trained in senior support and emergency preparedness. AARP Travel also partners with major airlines and hotel chains to give discounts just for being over 50, and often even deeper perks if you're 70 and up. 14. Bring a doctor's note for medical items. If you're traveling with prescription medication, oxygen tanks, CPAP machines, or other medical devices, you already know that security checkpoints can be a bit intimidating. While the TSA does allow these items, having a simple doctor's note can save you time and headaches. Even though TSA agents are trained to recognize and allow medical devices, not all agents, especially in busy or smaller airports, handle these items frequently. A clearly written doctor's note stating your name, your condition, and the need for the item can help streamline the process. It doesn't need to be complicated. A one-page letter signed by your physician will usually do the trick. This becomes especially helpful if you're traveling internationally, where foreign security or customs officials might not be familiar with U.S. medical rights. Presenting that note calmly and confidently shows you're prepared and makes it easier for agents to understand your needs. 15. Ask for an empty row at the gate. Here's a lesser-known trick that can turn an average flight into a first-class experience. Asking for an empty row at the gate. If you're traveling solo or with one companion, gate agents have a surprising amount of flexibility in seat assignments, especially as the flight gets closer to departure and the seating map becomes clearer. The key here is timing and politeness. Arrive at the gate at least 45 minutes early, and when the agent isn't busy, ask gently if any empty rows are still available. Let them know you're a senior and explain that extra space would help with comfort or mobility. In many cases, the gate agent will be happy to accommodate if seats are available, particularly on less than full flights. It may not always work, but when it does, you could end up with 3 seats to yourself, perfect for stretching out and even getting some real rest on a long-haul flight. 16. Take advantage of hotel airport shuttle services. If you're staying near the airport before or after your flight, don't forget to ask whether your hotel offers a complimentary shuttle. This is a service that many travelers, especially older ones, overlook, and it can save you not just money, but stress. Most airport hotels offer shuttles that run every 15 to 30 minutes, taking the hassle out of arranging a taxi or rideshare, especially during early morning or late night hours. Just check with the hotel at booking and confirm the shuttle times. Even better, some of these hotels participate in stay and fly or park and fly programs. That means if you stay one night, you can often leave your car parked at the hotel for several days or even weeks at no additional cost. This saves you expensive airport parking fees and makes the travel process smoother, especially if you're relying on a caregiver or family member to help with transportation. 17. Sign up for airline accessibility programs. If you're over 70 and planning to fly, here's a travel secret most passengers don't even know exists: airline accessibility programs. These are special programs designed to support passengers with mobility challenges, vision impairments, or age-related needs. But they're not always easy to find. Usually tucked away in the accessibility or disability services section of an airline's website, these programs allow you to register preferences and support requirements in advance. For example, you can request wheelchair assistance from curb to gate, ask for extra time during boarding, or request an aisle seat for easier bathroom access. Once you're enrolled in the program, those preferences are saved to your passenger profile, so you don't have to explain your needs every single time you fly. This is especially helpful if you fly more than once a year. Instead of re-requesting help at every check-in, the system automatically flags your booking for assistance. And because these requests are tied to your profile, they tend to be prioritized more seriously. Many seniors report smoother travel experiences, fewer delays at check-in, and quicker responses from airport staff after enrolling. If you're unsure where to start, call the airline's customer support line and ask to be registered in their mobility or special assistance program. It's free, and it can make a big difference in how comfortable your journey feels. 18th. VIP restaurants. Airport restaurants aren't just fast food counters anymore. Many now offer comfortable, senior-friendly dining experiences, and some are even partnered with airlines to provide special perks. Seniors can enjoy sit-down meals with healthier menu options, easy seating access, and discounts through programs like AARP or frequent flyer memberships. Some airlines offer meal vouchers or discounted restaurant access, especially if your flight is delayed or you're using wheelchair assistance. These restaurants are often quieter and more accommodating, with staff trained to assist travelers with mobility or dietary needs. If you're flying business class or have elite status, you may even receive complimentary meals at partner airport restaurants instead of the lounge. For seniors facing long layovers or early flights, a calm, well-serviced restaurant can make all the difference. When checking in, ask, "Are there any senior dining perks or meal vouchers today?" You might be surprised by the benefits available. 19. Use senior mode or accessibility features in airline apps. If you're not tech-savvy or simply tired of squinting at tiny fonts on your phone, this tip will change the way you travel. Most airline apps have accessibility settings hidden in the background. These settings, sometimes called Senior Mode or Easy View, can transform a cluttered screen into a much more user-friendly experience. By diving into the Settings menu, usually found under Accessibility, Preferences, or Display Settings, you can turn on features that enlarge text, increase contrast, enable voice prompts, or even activate screen readers. For older travelers with reduced eyesight or hearing, these changes can make navigating your boarding pass, seat number, or gate updates much easier. Some apps also allow voice navigation, so you can say, "Find my boarding pass," or "Where's my gate?" instead of tapping through multiple menus. For those with arthritis or hand tremors, these features are a game changer. And here's the best part. Once you set these preferences, they stay on for your future trips. You won't have to toggle through the settings every time. Just open the app, and your custom view will be ready. 20. Know your travel insurance rights. Many seniors make the mistake of thinking they have to purchase travel insurance separately. But in reality, you might already have coverage without knowing it. If you're over 70, travel insurance isn't optional. It's essential. Delayed flights, lost luggage, or medical emergencies overseas can be extremely costly, and older travelers are more likely to face these situations. The good news is, you might already be covered if you use the right credit card. Many major credit cards, especially those affiliated with senior organizations like AARP or banks catering to retirees, offer built-in travel insurance as part of their benefits. This can include trip cancellation or delay insurance, baggage loss or delay coverage, emergency medical evacuation, overseas medical expense reimbursement. To qualify, you usually need to purchase the flight or travel package with the card. That's it. You don't need to fill out extra forms or pay additional premiums. These 20 travel perks can save you money, reduce stress, and make flying more enjoyable. Airlines don't talk about them, but they exist. And now that you know, they can't hide them from you anymore. Which perk are you most excited to try? Or do you have your own senior travel hack to share? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to share this with someone over 70 who deserves to travel more comfortably. And if you found this guide helpful, please like this video and subscribe to Passport Pro for more smart travel tips and hidden airline benefits. Safe travels, and see you on your next adventure.